Good morning, everybody. It is the second day of fall 2025. Going to do something a little different today. I am off work. Jennifer is working second shift now, so she's in the house to sleep. So I need to get out, find something to do so she can sleep. So what I'm going to do, just ride around. I've got a few ideas in my head what I want to go do. Let's see if it works out. Just come along and ride with them dang Twitties. Solo version. Sorry about the streaks on the windshield. Old windshield wipers not doing as good as they used to be. We'll see what kind of trouble we can get into. Alright, so our first stop today is kind of an unscheduled stop. We're at Percy Flower Store on 42 Highway, also known as the Grocery Bag. Just stopped real quick to get me a sun drop. I was thirsty. Used to, years ago, the only thing in this little crossroads was this store and the ABC store at the end down there, which is no longer an ABC store. And now you've got over there, you got a McDonald's, Taco Bell, Harris Teeter, Publix, PetSmart, all kind of stuff. I remember when there wasn't none out here, it was all woods. So, let's get on down the road to our next adventure, or part of this adventure. I gotta say, I just don't understand what the sudden fascination with traffic circles are. This is like the second one I've had to go around in like 2 miles. Yeah. We're still on our way to the next destination. If we don't go through 10 more traffic circles. So our first stop brings us here to Wilson, North Carolina, in the old Wilson Mall, formerly known as Parkwood Mall. It's closed, you can't go in it no more. They're getting ready to tear it down sometime or another. A lot of memories in this mall. It used to be Parkwood Mall. One of those boarded up stores there used to be the barber shop. Might have been right there, that one. That's where my grandma and mom would take me get my hair cut when I was little. The movie theater is still open. They have a movie theater here. It's still open. Used to have a JCPenney, a Belk. It hasn't been too long ago, down at the very end, down at the very far end down there, there was a Rose's store. And it just recently shut down. It's the only store left in the mall. But you couldn't access the mall from the store. Parkwood Mall going away. Well, it's gone away. It's been shut down since 2013. It's just, you know, sad to see things from your childhood go away. I think this mall opened in 1979. Many a Christmas is here. Sitting in Santa Claus's lap, Easter Bunny's lap. Skipped school out here in my high school years. They had a restaurant called K&W Cafeteria inside the mall at one point, and they moved it to the end of the mall so you didn't have to go inside the mall. It's gone. The only thing open that's attached to the mall, and it's really not even attached to the mall, it's just on the mall property, is the movie theater. So I don't know if they're going to tear down the movie theater, close it, build another one when they tear them all down, or not. Let's drive around and see if we can just get a better look at the mall. That was one of the entrances to JCPenney. They had a front entrance also. I think a rear entrance. I cannot remember. Yes, they did have a rear entrance right there. Right there, the mall entrance. We used to go through there. When you would go through the door, to your left there was an arcade. Spent a lot of quarters in that arcade. So this, I think, was the Belks, excuse me. Belks moved out and went to a standalone location. A back entrance to the mall. I believe at one time if you went in that entrance and went to your left after you went down the corridor, there was a K&B Toys. Another good toy store. It's gone away. Here's a fun fact or rumor or superstition. There's a graveyard in the parking lot of the mall, and some people say this place is cursed. That's why the mall didn't last. But if you ask me, 1979 when it was opened as a mall till 2013, I think it was 2013 before it closed. It's a pretty good run to be cursed. We're gonna go back to the front here, and then we're gonna go to our next little location. Right back in there is where they moved the K&W to the last few years it was here at the mall. And that was the entrance to the Roses. You can actually still see remnants of the Roses sign. I don't know where they moved Roses to. Probably another part of town somewhere. I noticed to my left, let me pan the camera over here, that grassy field, there used to be a grocery store there. It was like an old Kroger. It's been completely torn down. There's the back of the movie theater. And we're coming back out to the road. Let's see. Yes, look at this. I might have to get my camera out and take a picture. There's actually still a sign for K&W Cafeteria on the sign at the road. Used to be a Trade It here too. Also, just noticed this other sign. Still got the K&W and JCPenney. You see Sears. That's probably what was in the back of Sears. It wasn't a Belks. I cannot remember. You know Sears was here one time too? Or maybe it was in the spot where the Roses were. I cannot remember. It's been so long ago. They have really torn down some stuff. There used to be a tire center there. That tire center is no longer. So I stopped here. There's two places that I wanted to check out. There's a burger place next door that's closed. It was part of Wilson forever, longer than I've been alive. It's reopened to some kind of other restaurant now. Aztecia, I don't know. Something I'm not going to eat at. And then there's an old putt-putt place next door that has been gone for a while. So we're just going to look around. The old putt-putt place here in Wilson, North Carolina. Played putt-putt many times here. My youngest son Dylan, right there, when he was 3 or 4, fell and skinned his knee. He's 22 now, and he can still remember that. He still tell you about it. So this is the old creamery. It's a new restaurant now, but it used to be a creamery for, gosh, I don't know how many years it was here. It's recently closed down, which was sad because they had the best hot fudge cake you could get. I would come here and just get a hot fudge cake. I'm gonna drive around the building because when I pulled in, when I wasn't filming, they still have the creamery sign in the drive-thru. So I don't know if this place is open yet or getting ready to open. There are people inside. Like I said, I don't know what the name of it is. I don't know if you can see it on the sign there. Something I probably would not eat at. Not my type of place. but you know, maybe it's yours. That's the sign of where the creamery used to be. And there's the old creamery sign for the drive-through. Now we're at something that is not closed. The famous Burger Boy here in Wilson. This is where we're going to have lunch at today. I think they are open now for the day. The website says 10:30. It's 10:33. We might give them a little while longer. And I'll give you a little hamburger review. This is the original building for the Burger Boy. I think it was built, I want to say I read 1969. My grandma brought me home many, many hamburgers from this place. We'll get a couple today. Just a little side note. If you, or they used to, I don't know if they still do it or not now, but if you would like send them a message on Facebook, like a birthday message, they would put your name on the marquee there on your birthday. So I'm gonna go through the drive-thru, see if I can get me a couple burgers, and I'll let you know if they taste the same as they did whenever I was a teenager and all that. Hey, how you doing? Let me get one hamburger with mustard, ketchup, pickles, and chili. And then one hamburger with just mustard, ketchup, and pickle.
Anything else?
That's all.
1068.
Get my wallet out.
There you go.
Okay, thank you much. So we'll drive around to the other window. They have 3 or 4 windows. 1, 2, 4 windows. You order at the first, and then you pick up at the 4th one. Unless the traffic's backed up, the line's long, then you pick it up at the 2nd or 3rd one. Sometimes if it's a really long line, they'll bring it to your car, your truck, through the back door there. So I'm probably the first customer of the day. I know I'm the first customer of the day. I'm the only one here right now. Actually, no, I see somebody on the other side ordering in the drive-thru now. So we'll get our burgers. I'll spare you the agony of watching me eat. I'll take a bite of one and take a bite of the other, and then we'll go do something else. Alright, we got our food. We'll take a bite of each burger. I guess this will be my first food review, right? So I got one with mustard, ketchup, and pickles, and one mustard, ketchup, pickles, and chili. I got one the way I used to get it with my grandma when I was little, because I didn't start eating chili on burgers and hot dogs until I was about 16 or so. So the first one is the one with chili. I don't know if you can see it or not. Nice, good burger here. That's a pretty good burger. I'm definitely going to eat all that in a little while when the camera's not on. So here's the one like my grandma used to get me. Just mustard, ketchup, and pickles. So you can tell the difference. Let's see if I can do it on the camera again. No chili. No chili on this one. Absolutely, just like I remember it. Some places their food quality goes down. This is still like it was whenever I was 6, 8, 9 years old. I'm glad to see this place still here. Good stuff. You can also notice they do have some picnic tables to eat outside right there, and then we have some tables in the front of the building you sit at. Inside is very crowded, well, not crowded, very cramped. You probably get 10 people sitting on the inside because they don't have very much room. It's more of a takeout place than anything. I'm glad it's still here. Yet another long lost restaurant here in Wilson, the old Bill Ellis Barbecue. It's been closed down for several years now, I know. One of his sons opened the restaurant on the other side of town and named it Marty in honor of Bill's other son that had passed away. And I think the son that opened that restaurant has passed away since opening it, but it's still going. Sorry for the septic tank truck over there, but that's the video there of where you used to go through the drive-thru. Yeah. And here, that used to be the buffet for Bill Ellis Barbecue. It's now a seafood restaurant. Haven't heard anything about it. Let me see the name so I can look it up. If it's got good ratings and good reviews and all that, maybe I'll bring Jennifer down here and we can get her. Maybe they have some crab legs. She get her some crab legs. But yeah, things just ain't like they used to be, I guess. So it is 12:01 and I'm headed back to the house. Figured I'd cut it short. Jennifer's probably awake by now. She usually wakes up around 11 or 12. She has to be at work at 3:30. We'll get back to the house and we'll wrap this up. Okay, so we made it home. Uh-oh. Tucker knows I'm home now. He's not happy he didn't get in on an adventure. But made it home. We're going to go put this video together and see how horrible it is. Maybe you'll like it. And if you don't, well, it's just for us anyway. Try to have fun. Capture memories. Till next time. See you later.